What's up, everybody? This is Jose.
And Katie.
Today we're going to drive through Wauchula, Florida. This is a South Florida rural town with a large Hispanic population. So it makes it kind of different because it's rural and Hispanic. There's not too much of that in the United States. It's a poor little town. It's nothing rich. And it has a beautiful little downtown with a great little Italian place we like. Pizza place. Taqueria Pasadita. It's north of Arcadia and south of Lakeland. So it's South Central Florida. We're heading southbound on 17. We're going to drive right through town. And if we see a gas station or something, we could probably stop real quick. Because that really gotta go. So that Circle K right there or no?
It's probably not nice.
Not the newer one. You'll find the newer one.
Yeah.
But it's like a lining of gas for real.
Yeah. Well, that hurricane thing.
Oh, right. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. People are, oh, nice lower truck. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. We gotta gas up tonight.
Yeah.
People are, the madness. Oh, we gotta buy water too, because some people will start buying. We probably do it in Arcadia, because people in like Arcadia, they're not like as crazy. When we get back to Southwest Florida,
Yeah.
you won't be able to find gas. You won't be able, and it's not even like a hurricane. It's just like a little storm right now. They think it's gonna come to Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
It's not even guaranteed. It might not even be that much, but already people start hoarding gas and hoarding water. And the one thing I loved about living in Alabama was people in Alabama didn't panic buy. Southwest Florida, you have these people from Naples and Cape Coral, these rich people and kind of sub-affluent people. They panic buy.
That's why I wanted to move to Nashville.
Yeah, they panic buy. But people in Alabama, we went through a lot of natural disasters in Alabama, and people don't really seem to panic buy. But people down here are infamous for that. Don't we have where we live now? There's a solar panel. Doesn't that if there's a hurricane, doesn't that can you just turn that on independently or no?
I don't
know how it works. I'm sure you can turn it on.
works.
You might be able to have power with the solar panels after the hurricane.
But I'll probably leave Florida after the storm.
Yeah, that's another thing. Let's go home and take a few days because we might have to leave Florida after the storm.
Yeah.
Like we'll stay here for the storm.
Yeah.
And we don't have a truck anymore. Now would have been the truck to have. Now would have been the time to have a jacked up truck.
Yep.
And now we don't have it.
It always happens in a weird
You
time.
don't have it. Yeah. All this time we've had a truck. Now we finally. I take the truck into a dealership as a consignment deal, just to see it go. It sucks, but we don't need $70,000 on the driveway. It's ridiculous. I'd rather have it in something more. Vehicles depreciate regardless.
Yeah.
It's never going to be worth more. Unless it's a 96 Mitsubishi. Or a Grand Wagoneer.
Yeah.
Things have defied logic recently.
Pretty much.
I'll say that truck we bought. We bought it for $86, right? We sold it for $46 after we put 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And destroyed the crap out of it. There's a welcome to Wauchula sign. You know what Wauchula reminds me of? It reminds me of towns in South Texas.
It does.
It feels like you're in some small little town in South Texas.
Yeah, it kind of
It's like,
does.
it's weird when a Hispanic place has, when a place has a Hispanic population, like how, you can just tell by, the structures, the way everything's laid out.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't know that about Wauchula until I went to Texas and kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
But after traveling, I've noticed that, places that have large Hispanic population, you can
All look the same.
yeah, like the style of the buildings and everything. But you don't know that until you figure it out. But, yeah. Drift. Speedway might have been a good option. Yeah, they are lining up to buy gas already.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I gotta fill my gas station so I can have gas for my ATV.
Yeah.
Because I will not go without that.
Yeah.
ATV. Well, the good thing now is this car gets 40 miles to the gallon, so in theory, if we can just fill it up, we'll be able to travel a really good. I don't know what the capacity is for it. The truck had a huge capacity, but it burned right through it.
Yeah.
This is downtown. If we go left or right, we'd be in downtown. But what do you stop? You could have gone the semi way. You like downtown or something? Let me see if there's a gas station up ahead. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
You think I don't? I see a mobile, but there's gotta. I think on the outside of town.
There's a mobile on the right, but it's an older one.
Yeah.
Isn't there a big racetrack right?
That's
on the
what I'm
outskirts
going
of
down
town?
to.
If I remember, I thought there was a big racetrack that just opened on the outskirts. Like
Even in Zolfo.
maybe it's in South. Let me see what gas station is there. I thought there was a huge gas station somewhere out here that was new.
I think it's a Wawa.
Okay, so let's see here. Nope. There's an Exxon Mobil, and then we can get it in Sulfo. There's 2 gas stations in Sulfo, which is also, it's just south of here, and that's also like a very Hispanic town, very large Hispanic population.
Yeah.
I love these little towns. They're like very country, with a good Spanish population. Just a really awesome little country town. Yeah, people are really getting gas like crazy. Could have probably gone there if you wanted to. Want to keep going? I really gotta go. Want to make it to Sulfo?
Yeah. I'm gonna make it as far as I can now.
24 miles to Arcade. 24 miles to Sulfo.
Why don't we just make it to Arcade?
No, I got it.
I do too. I do too.
You can go to Sulfo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should probably gas up before we get home. I didn't think about that. People are gonna be,
Yeah.
it'll get to the point where you won't be able to buy gas. I seen that Corvette in the music video.
Yeah.
I said, wow, 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 wow. Back in the back, back in the back. It's just a big enough town that it has almost everything you need.
Yeah.
But there's no Publix and no Starbucks.
You got a big one,
Dunkin',
Dixie.
I don't like Dunkin'.
I like Dunkin'.
I can't do it without Publix. Without Publix, without Starbucks, I can't do it.
Yeah. Dunkin' has really increased their quality lately.
Well, they lost me. What they haven't increased is me. They lost me. This town has like a very Texas feel. Like I literally feel like I'm in Texas. Wauchula. By the way, the U is silent in Wauchula. It's not Wauchula, it's Wauchula. It's in Hardy County, which is one of the poorest counties in the state. 5,000 people. Cucumber capital of the world. That's kind of dumb.
That's what you want to be known for.
Wow, in the 2020 census, they actually lost population.
Yep.
They lost over 100 people. It's in Southwest Florida, and they lost 100 people. That's crazy.
Wasn't there like a lot of elderly?
No, I think back then there was more people that were here just for migrant work.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, they lost 100 people. That's never good regardless.
No, it's not.
For a small town to lose 2% of its population in a 10-year period, that's bad.
Yeah.
And that's another thing about towns. When a town's losing population, look, naturally, okay, understand this, y'all. Naturally, a town's population has to increase no matter what.
Yeah.
So when a town's population is decreasing, it's doing what it's not supposed to do, that is a bad sign. That's not normal. A town's population should grow. If you're moving to a place and you look at the census and the population is decreasing, that is a huge red flag. If we moved to Montgomery, and when we moved to Montgomery, the population had actually decreased. It, for the first time in decades, started to grow again.
Yeah.
That should have been like red flag like off the bat, and everywhere that I've gone,
Yeah.
like, that's the gas station right to the left. I think we're in Sulphur already. Sulphur Springs. It's called Sulphur Springs because there's a spring here that's acid. You want to go to not to the Circle K? It's better. This marathon's kind of small over.
You want to go to the Circle K?
Circle K. It's like way bigger. You could have gone. No, behind you. Hit the back. Hit. Put it in reverse.
Okay.
You're like 5 feet way too far. There you go. There you go. You're good. You want to take it out of reverse so you don't fly backwards when you try to leave.
Yeah.
It's just a thought there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's never good for a town to lose population. In 1912, they had a Confederate Memorial Day parade on Main Street. I always wonder why these towns in Southwest Florida celebrate Confederate stuff, but during the Confederate era, there's nobody down here. This is like a no man's land until like 1940s, 1960s.
There were some families.
There are very few, and they were not into having. They weren't into cotton. You can't grow cotton down here for crap.
But it's still under the territory of Florida.
Yeah.
And a lot of probably the original people that came were...
Well, the people that settled here came from other places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they probably came from other places
now,
in the
like,
South.
like now people from New York come here. Well, back then it was people from like Alabama coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like if you look back at the history, a lot of people that are from Southwest Florida came from Mississippi and Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah. 327. We should definitely get us up.
Yeah, we will.
Keep going further. There's a pump lever right there. Yeah, when people are gassing up here, go around so you can pull it up.
Yeah.
When people in
that
these
car's gonna get it.
could have got that. Just go around.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
When people down here are gassing, when these people in these little towns are gassing up,
They know it's coming.
yeah.
It's obvious.
Ooh, that's my videos for the next 3 days. It's just live streaming from gas stations. Awesome. Yeah. We decided to go back home.
Yeah. Get everything in order
Awesome.
so we can leave after the storm.
Yeah. I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna walk out there. Yeah, it's gonna be mad crazy. When
Real
people are, yeah, you can keep it. You're good. You got it. Don't leave my wallet there. Grab it. Here, give it to me. I don't like. Even if I lock the car, I don't like leaving my wallet in it. I'm like super paranoid, bro. Living in Alabama. Yeah, man, people are gonna be gassing up like crazy. When these little small towns are like this, imagine when we get back to Fort Myers. But Fort Myers, all. And imagine all people in Lehigh, they all have to commute to Naples. So imagine how much more of a madhouse. Yeah, when you see these little towns out here like this, because the hurricane's coming, when these little towns are like this, you can bet Southwest Florida's gonna be crazy. Because small little towns, they don't go crazy with stuff like that. All right, y'all, checking out from the Wauchula area.